Hi, my name's Lauren.
Nice to meet you.
So is there anything particular you want to talk about or address?
Yeah, I'm having some problems like at home because I started mentioning graduate school to my mom, and all this time she thought that I was thinking of doing my master's here in John Jay.
Yeah.
Then I was looking at that, like how expensive it was, so I was thinking, okay, maybe if I go out of state, it'll be cheaper. So I was keeping it to myself because the thing is that she's very close to me and attached.
Oh, gotcha.
So I mentioned it to her, forgot like sometime last week. Told her I was like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do graduate school in New York. I'm probably thinking of doing it like out of state.
Yeah.
And the thing is that my mom, she's the type of person that she doesn't like, if, for example, if it bothers her, she doesn't just say, oh, I don't want to talk about it, I want to talk about it. So I told her, I was like, can you give me some input, give me some options, what do you say? She's like, no, you're already grown up, do whatever you want. I knew it sooner or later. Kids would, your children, well, not my children, her children,
Yeah.
are gonna leave me. You guys don't appreciate nothing we do. So it was difficult because I'm pretty close to her. So I realized, I was like, I told her, I was like, how am I supposed to talk to you about education when you don't even like agree with me or even give me your opinion? So it's been a couple of days. She hasn't been speaking to me.
So it's been rough.
It's been a rough, yeah, because it's weird, living under the same roof and then you have your mom talking to you.
And there's so much confrontation.
Yeah, and the thing is that I don't mind. I mean, I'm happy that she and I are close, but also, I'm already like 20. I'm 22, so I feel that she's too attached to me. So I feel that maybe if I go out of state, it'll help her a little bit because I know sooner or later I'm gonna move out, and I'm not sure how she's gonna take that. So in addition to graduate school, I feel that one, because it's cheaper for some schools. I also feel that the fact that I could go out of state is probably going to help her kind of detach from me a little bit, which will make it a little bit easier for when I actually move out. So I'm also thinking, okay, what should I do? Because I mean, obviously her opinion counts to me, but also like it's also my choice. I told her I was like, it's my education.
So,
I'm not sure.
Has she given any input, or is it just
She's
been
not speaking to me.
nothing?
No.
Okay. So, how have you approached it with her? Has it just been like arguing, or
I
has it been?
actually approached it when my aunt was at home because my aunt was asking me. She was like, "Oh, where are you gonna go for graduate school?" And I told her, I was like, "Oh, I'm not sure. I mean, I first gonna go to graduate school fair to see what options I have. But if it's cheaper for me, like I said it just so my mom would hear it." So she was stunned and she didn't know like what to say. And then I told her, I was like, "Oh, mom, like, so what do you think? Do you think it's a good idea?" She was like, "Don't talk to me, don't talk to me." So
She didn't realize it could be an option.
yeah, so it sucks, and I don't know what to do.
Well, so what is the reasoning besides the money why you want to go to graduate school out of state? Is it because you want to get away from home?
I would say both because like I really do. I mean, I'm sure I have to take out a loan, obviously.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be in too much of a debt when I graduate.
Okay.
So I also, one is because of the cost, and also because I feel that being away from home will also help her kind of detach from me a little bit, which would make it easier when in the future when I actually plan on moving out.
So do you feel like you don't have as much independence by you being home with her, and you don't get to be as much as doing things on your own? Is that what you
I mean, I
think?
do things on my own.
Yeah.
But I feel that, I mean, she has this idea that, I mean, I don't, as I say without being rude, she has this idea that I'm always going to be home.
Okay.
Always. I mean, that's obviously if I plan on moving out, I would like
Come and visit. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like she's so like, oh, So,
Yeah, I get what you're saying, because it's going to be hard for her, having her child leaving, for sure. So it's going to be an adjustment period if you end up going to graduate school outside of state, but maybe try to talk to her about like what your plans are, and like have her try to understand what direction and why you want to go. Tell her why, like what's your passion for going there. Maybe just to understand that it's not just because I want to get away from home or I want to leave you, like I still love you and all that. So maybe try to bring it into a more of a positive way. Then maybe she won't feel like as she's losing you as much.
Yeah.
And maybe you guys can set up like a time of when you, like a schedule maybe, like when you can go home and so you guys can slowly adjust into it. But yeah, like if you do that, maybe you guys can come to more of a
Yeah, I mean, I'll give her
compromise.
It's just that
Yeah.
she's very hard headed. For example, she's the kind of person that, like, she won't actually show that she's hurt. She just won't
Yeah.
talk to you.
So she's like a little closed off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so if I tell her, oh, talk to me, she'll just get very nervous, like, leave me alone, leave me alone.
Yeah.
And it, like, I can't communicate with her. So it's like, I'm over here thinking, oh, I'm going to a graduate school fair, but like, I have my mother here that she doesn't even give me an input on,
Yeah.
like, if she says okay. I mean, if she says no, I'm still gonna do it because if it benefits me going
Yeah, it's
to
your
a
future.
college
Yeah.
that is way cheaper than John Jay or a master's, especially I'm probably considering doing my PhD, so that's another story.
Yeah, it's gonna be another step. Yeah.
And over here it's also competitive to
Yes.
get into the program.
Yes. That is for sure.
I went to advisement and they sent me to the psychology department
Yeah.
because it's my minor. So they told me that in the PhD program last semester, out of 700 applicants, they only chose 5.
Yes.
So
Yeah, it's very competitive,
difficult.
but you don't want to get that stuck in your head because if anything, there's many other schools to apply
Yeah,
for.
that's also an option.
So there's other options. You know, it's not just John Jay or just this PhD program. And there's other options that can give you other financial help. So like if you did want to go out of state, or maybe if you just want to go a little bit further from home, if financially it's a problem or there's an issue with that, there are other options. You can apply for
Yeah.
grants, scholarships.
Do you
and
know
things
anything
like that.
about any scholarships?
There's many different scholarships and websites you can look at, and I can help you out with that. But there's also some here on campus. There's also internships and different things like that, depending on the direction you want to go in. They might also help you find out like why you want to go to a certain school and what it is, because different colleges will have different focuses in psychology. So is there anything you want to like focus in
What
a
is the
certain
clinical
direction?
psychology?
Clinical, okay.
Yeah.
So there's different colleges you can look at for that, because some only